right. It's let me show you this stuff here. It is Tuesday, January 27th at 7:21 a.m. I try to wait till after sunrise to do my abs, which it rose about 10 minutes ago. Kinda. It's not really rose, but as you can see, it's just slightly popping up there, but sun's bright. The sun is lighting everything. Because I can't put the camera down because I shoot up doing my abdominals. So the shitty lights that I use are those stupid track lights. For the moment, I'm still looking. They don't make a light that all these stupid videographer lights are just, I don't know. I haven't found one that's just compact, portable, small, and bright enough to, just light up the room type of thing. Something I could just, battery powered, plug and go, yada yada. But I don't know, still looking. I'm sure there's 1,000 of them out there. I just haven't looked in the right damn spot. So, but shooting up, I think the light would shine right at the camera and fuck everything up. But I haven't even tested it yet. I gotta get something because those stupid track lights suck. So, and I like working out with the sun too. The sun has a gazillion health benefits. So, and it just feels good. Anyways. It's Tuesday, so abdominals. I like to do roughly around a 30-minute workout, which is a very perfect, in my opinion, amount of time for abdominals. Damn, it's cold in here. It's 13 degrees out, and the wind's at 24, 25 mile an hour gusts, so it's below zero. It's freezing in here. All right, I need to start writing shit down. So there's a lot of things that I'd like to say the night before that I want to say the next day, and yada yada yada. Oh, I should start saying the year as well. It's 2026 when I do my date thing, just so people have an idea what's going on. I only post these damn things because I'm just trying to get people to move. It seems like psychopaths are running this world and poisoning everyone are winning because every person just seems to blindly eat all the crappy ass poisonous bullshit in this world to make themselves overweight, out of shape, die early, get many diseases. I still haven't been told or figured out myself on how I got my diseases. All they keep saying to me is they're genetic and somebody from your bloodline at some point must have had these or had a gene susceptible, da 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 da. So, and as far as I know, nobody's had any of the diseases that I have. So I think it's all been from the poisonings, the vaccines, the fluoride in the water, the fuck you name it. I mean, it's chemtrails. There's a bazillion and one things, not to mention all the electronic emissions from these towers and shit, because we are basically all energy. So, if you start sending disruption signals from these shitty towers blasting through our bodies, they obviously have to break down or fuck our DNA up at some point. So anyways, let's get to the abs because I am freezing and I just want to put some clothes on. All right, let me just turn this on here real quick because I'm gonna start this. Let's see, where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, traditional strength training. $86 beats. I don't use AI or edit any of my videos for the fact of the reason is everything is heavily edited and AI nowadays. More importantly, I like to show people the good and the bad of exercise and / disease. I'm trying to show people that if I can fucking do it, you can do it. Man, it's dead. I know it's cliche and all this other shit, but I mean, literally, if I can fucking do this shit, anybody can do this shit. I have bleeding and blood problems, for crying out loud. If your blood isn't correct and running, mildly optimal, you really can't do anything in life. So, I'm severely deficient in iron right now too as well. I got a appointment on Thursday, which it's Tuesday, so a couple more days I will go get my 1,000 milligram bag of iron, so infused in me. That's always fun. And for some reason there's like an iron issue going on, because there's a lot of people in there in the infusion clinic that are just for iron. Every time I go in there, like literally, like a fuck ton of people have iron issues. Which doesn't surprise me, seeing that everyone's being poisoned. So, and they even renamed the damn infusion clinic the Iron Infusion. Literally, it says on the Google Maps and shit, Iron Infusion department or clinic or whatever the hell it is. But when I first started getting all this done, it didn't say that. It just said infusion. So, yeah, there's some type of iron issue. And due to the lymphedema oozing spot that I had on my leg, which I repaired, it's in the process of healing. So I actually have 3 spots, but one of them was the only one that was oozing lymphatic fluid nonstop. Which it doesn't heal, because if it's constantly moist and oozing fluid, you got to stop the oozing to get it to dry up and heal and scab up and yada yada yada. So let me show you that real quick. That is the one that was nasty, so it's a nice scab now. I'm just waiting for it to be done. There's another spot there, but it was not oozing. And then there is another spot there. So I'm not doing my 10 pound. I think that, yeah, I'm not doing my 10 pound weights, ankle weights, because I could medically wrap my leg and do it, but being that it's the second week back and I'm low on iron anyways, I'm trying to do a lighter, milder workouts until I get my iron and my strength back up to hit everything a little harder. So we're just going to stick with this little 8 to 10 pound junker here and do the thing I did basically last week. So it'd be great if people would join in and do these workouts with me, or just watch them. Watch them for a second, a minute, watch it for the full hour, hour and a half, whatever it is. Whatever it takes to inspire you to get up and move, that'd be great. But I basically just post these to help you get up and move. And again, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. Just fast forward, rewind, whatever the hell you want to do. I don't give a shit, really. Watch it, don't watch it. I don't really fucking care. I don't advertise. I don't make money. I don't give a shit about any of that crap. I would rather see people healthy and, Jesus, everyone's so fat nowadays. It's just, it makes me sick, but not in the way you think it does. The people themselves don't make me sick. What makes me sick is seeing that these people are as large as they are because the mass poisoning everyone's getting from all this garbage, shitty ass fucking food caused by assholes like, Bill Gates and, pieces of shit like that. So, anyways, didn't mean to throw his name out there, but yes, he is a piece of shit. So, alright, let's do this here. Let's see, 7 to 10 sets. First set's a heater set to warm up the tissues, 30 to 50 reps. And then I'll grab the weights for another 5 to 7 sets, double leg, another anywhere from like 15 to 30 reps, and then individual leg without weights, like the bicycle kicks, anywhere from 1 to 3 sets, and same thing, about 15 to 30 a leg. So that's 30 to 60 reps total in. Yeah, anyways. All right, let's do this. Damn, I'm shaking. It's because I'm actually shaking because I'm fucking freezing. I'm not like buzzing of energy super bad right now. It's just the fucking, I am standing next to this giant fucking sliding glass door here. It's like you can feel the air just like blowing right through the bastard. At least not even there. All right, it's the ground. It's fucking little screen drives me nuts. Okay. Alright, fuck it. Hopefully I'm getting it, or hopefully you're getting me. Alright, let's do this. Okay, gotta get some music going here. Music. God damn it, I hate when I do that. I accidentally screenshot my damn fucking screen. I don't know if anybody else does that. It drives me fucking mad though. Crying out loud. Okay. A little bit of oxygen there. Alright. Alright, I think I got myself in there. A little awkward, wonky there. Alright, 91 beats, 95 beats. Alright, let's heat the body up. Well, as best you can with that fucking door right there. 13.6 degrees out. No, 13.1. Alright, here we go. Heater set, 30 to 60 reps. Turn the music up a little bit here. Back to the board. Oh, that didn't feel good. That's like 40 to 45, something like that. $122 beats. 122 to 125 ish. Oh fuck. Oh, damn, that fucking didn't feel very good there. So that's set 1 down. I like to try to get at least 7 sets in total minimum. So I don't know why abs are such a fucking pain in the ass. Because whatever I was doing before, a couple years ago, I was blasting through these things. With the 10 pounder, no matter whatever I was using, I could get the whole 10 sets down. I think my fastest I got it down was in like 14 or 15 minutes. Just pumped through the 10 sets like it was nothing. And I don't know why the fuck it's so difficult nowadays. I mean, being on prednisone doesn't help, but it just feels like You know, because the other exercises, the other workouts I do, I can actually get a fucking pretty hard workout in. I don't know what the hell's going on with abs though. Abs just like, are just like, alright, I'm gonna shoot for like around 20-ish of with the weights. Hopefully this pain thing that I was having here goes away. I don't know, whatever. Alright, 92 beats, set 2. There we go, with the weight. Just a little bit. Alright, there we go. Oh, fuck this, man. I just like, ab day is just horrible. I don't know what the hell's going on with me. I used to like ab day. Alright, make sure your back's against the board. And 20-ish. So set 2. So at least 5 more minimum. Fuck, 128 beats. I just don't understand why abs are so... I just feel beat to shit on ab day. Maybe I should rotate legs and abs. Like, I don't want to do that because the dips I do every other week for my triceps, it's engages my chest just enough to make them ache a little bit. I like to engage them just mildly, but on leg day I add those push-ups with it, so I don't want to like throw on another, you know, move my chest a little more, even though I think it would be fine. I don't know, we'll see. So it feels like I could do, you know, any other workout today. It just, abs just like, and it's not like my back's really hurting or anything's like hurting like or aggravating me disease-wise right now. It just feels like the oxygen on Tuesday is just garbage. Just for specifically abs. I don't know what it is. Like I like trash myself, which I really don't do it that bad on arm day. You know, yesterday, which I got a good workout in. There's a nice little ache in my muscles, which is what you want. You don't want to have them to where you can't move, you know, you worked them too hard, but having that nice little ache means you got a really nice workout in. So it was a nice workout, but it wasn't an ass kicker, which is you don't want an ass kicker. You're doing this for health, you're not doing this for muscle building. You don't want to, you know, have that soreness for like 3 to 5 to 7 days, depending on how hard you beat the fuck out of yourself. 3 days is fine, right? Having a nice little ache for a good 2 or 3 days after, that's fine. But not like where you can't move your shit for like 4 or 5 days or 6 days or whatever. And the older you get, the more days it moves on, right? Like if you really kick your ass at over 40, it takes, if you really whoop your ass, it'll take a solid week for your muscles to stop aching. When you're like fucking, you know, 24, 25, it literally by the second, maybe third day, it's all gone, right? Your body like heals it up really quick. All those good fancy stem cells and hormones and everything. All right, 87 beats. All right, set 3. There we go. There we go. Just a little bit. Here we go. Another 20. Glad I didn't do the 10 pounders a day. This is definitely good. Set 3 down. Done. Rolling set 4. 133 beats. I'll show you my stats. All he does is gotta zoom in here. 73 active calories. Almost 17 minutes. I don't know how much you can zoom in to see that, but there it is. All right. Beautiful. Don't fall. All right, I always wait till my heart drops to at least 99. And being that my iron is literally non-existent in me, I gotta wait a smidge longer for my holy mother. And yes, you know, it feels like I'm working more of my body out when I'm doing abs, which is the reason why it feels probably so draining. You know, because I'm hanging here and lifting half my body up. But fuck, man, I have no oxygen flowing through my body. I just feel like my insides feel like they're being strangulated. Like someone's wringing my insides out. It just feels weird as fuck. Like my breaths don't feel like they're satisfying breaths, you know what I mean? You take a nice deep breath, you get that saturation of, you know, O2 in your system, and you just, you know, you can feel it, you know. This is like, the deep breath doesn't feel satisfying like that. Which is the reason why I'm trying to not whoop my ass too much here, because until Thursday, until I get that iron in me. And my transferrin's good, so the ability to transport all the iron and whatnot and oxygen through me is really good. But the ferritin and the iron and the iron storage devices, so to speak, which is the ferritin, those both fucking blow. Like my storage units are low and my iron's low. So, alright, 93 beats. Okay. We are on set 4. Oh man. Alright, another 20. Set 4, baby. Alright, there we go. Turn that back, turn that up, and let's go. Holy mother. $139 beats. That was set 4. Okay, so I'm rolling set 5 next time. Oh. Whew. Set 5, and then so hopefully at least 2 more of these, and then 1 or 2 of the bicycles. I'm rapidly running out of oxygen, and again, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Especially somebody with an oxygen problem. I mean, it's not like, I don't say it lightly. I literally have a fucking oxygen problem, big time. That iron is just... Alright. So a minimum of at least 3 more sets total. Hopefully 4. Again, take my time. I'm at 22:07 minutes, 98 active calories, 105 beats. And again, abs I like to do between the 140 and 180 active calorie mark, and then I usually roll over 200 because I walk around after every workout. I do a nice slow walk around the house as I'm taking my medicine, taking my medications, drinking my protein, yada yada yada. I like to drop my heart rate by walking around for a little bit. I highly recommend that for everyone. Do not just go and sit down. Your body and heart can compensate and it'll handle it just fine. But over the years, I just realized doing a nice little walk afterwards, even if you're just half-ass walking around your kitchen or something, you know, it really, 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 really helps out to normalize your heart rate more and lock it down to where it needs to be a lot quicker. So if I've noticed, if you just go and sit down, it just, again, your body can compensate, you know, your hearts can compensate for all that, but it's like it feels like, in my opinion, like running like a 5K, you know, marathon, some nice little small 5K, and then at the very end, drilling yourself into a brick wall. That's what I equate it to in my brain. So like the finish line's a brick wall, right? You just fucking full bore into that bitch. Arms raised and everything. Wham! But again, your heart can compensate. Whatever. Do it a couple times yourself and you'll realize what I'm talking about. Alright. 92 beats. And yeah. So set 5. The walk afterwards, I usually do about 10 minutes, roughly, you know, give or take a minute or 2 either way. So just, you know, you don't have to like, you know, like strictly walk a specific way. Just, you know, walk around your kitchen, walk around your house. It's nice out, you know, walk around on your driveway, whatever the fuck, you know. I mean, just, I'm not saying go walk around the block or get on the treadmill, which you can do that too, but all right. Set fucking 5. Oh man, I'm getting toasted and toasted the further I go here. All right, let me show you this. There's that. It's 111 active calories, 92 beats, 23 minutes. So, and if I complete my next, 3 or 4 sets, I'll definitely get over 140. So, all right, here we go. Set 5. Oh, fuck me. Sometimes I wonder why I do this shit myself. But I've realized you feel way better when you exercise. No matter how shitty you feel, health-wise, you feel fucking better moving around. Sitting around, I've done that for a decade. It's very unpleasant. Oh, 137 beats. That's good. That's good. Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I am like totally smoking of oxygen. I need to get that bag of iron quicker. I don't know why they scheduled me a goddamn week later. It drives me nuts. Huh. Well, I figure like I'm like every other person on this planet. If I do any exercises, I'm just doing some bullshit Pilates or yoga crap. I'm not saying they're crap, but I'm saying you gotta get your heart rate up. You gotta move your fluid. You gotta rip the toxins out of you. You gotta move. Get the fluid rolling, right? I only say yoga's decent for it because yoga, when you hold a yoga pose, you're actually, that's that static hold, of a muscle, and it can be just as effective as actually doing a workout, but to a point. I don't know. It's unless you're throwing 20 pounds on your back while you're doing a pose. I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm a firm believer in getting your heart rate going. You gotta get your lymphatic system moving. And I'm not saying also go run a fucking marathon, like a 10K marathon or something, because I don't believe running's good for you either, to be perfectly honest, because I've talked to countless runners in my life when I used to work out at gyms and stuff, and exercise ring close, so I reached my 30-minute mark. And almost every fucking runner that I've ever known either has knee problems or literally has knee replacements and shit. So, and they're like younger still. So running is dumb as shit. If you want to do some type of running, look back at my trampoline, my leg and lymphatic days. My trampolines, very low impact, very, very good lymphatic pump. That's what you do if you want to fucking move in that fashion. But the only 2 times you should move or run in your lifetime are if you're running for your life, or if you're playing with your kids or kid. You know what I mean? Because you gotta play with your kid and run around. So those are the only 2 times you should run. Playing with your kids and running for your life. If someone's trying to chase you down to kill your ass or rape your ass, you run like your motherfucking life. You outrun your spirit, basically. All right, 97 beats. We are on set 6. This hopefully is my last double leg weight because I am just straight up burnt right now. My iron is like, whatever iron I had in my body there, it's gone. The iron pill I took this morning, the 40 milligram iron pill I took, motherfucker's already gone. So I'm gonna try to do 15 to 20 reps on this last one. I don't know what I'll do because I'm toasted. But taking the weight off, doing the bicycles at the end should be fine but we'll see. How do you feel before, during, and after, right? So, all right, here we go, set 6. Set 6. Get my music going here. Turn it up. Suck just a little of that because that only works really well if you have the oxygen to move the iron to move the oxygen through your system. But it does help for the initial little pop. Oh, fuck me. Here we go. All right. Okay. That kicked my ass right there. That was... Whoa. 138 beats. So, kind of afraid to pop over 140 at this point. Oh. So, even though, to be perfectly honest, this doesn't feel like I'm getting that hard of a workout as I'd like to have gotten. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being your, whooping the shit out of yourself, this literally feels like a 4 to me, maybe a 3. Muscle wise, oxygen wise, it's like a 9. So, holy crap. Alright, that's done. So I'll be doing set 7 and hopefully set 8 bicycles here. Let me show you my stats here at the end of the weighted shit. Okay. Alright. So 152 active calories, 49 minutes, 102 beats. So I punched my 140 mark. And these are a little easier. The bicycles, no weights. Damn, I am just like, wow. It's weird feeling having like no iron in you. It feels weird. It's basically just an oxygen game, right? Like your body just does not move the oxygen through your system. They need to have some type of like fucking medicine, some like super oxygenated like something you could, and flood your system with like iron rich oxygen. Oxygen rich iron, however you want to say that. Alright, 97 beats. Holy fuck me. Set 7. Bicycles, started bicycles. Okay, restart song. Turn song up a little bit more. 30 to 40. 15 to 20 a leg. Oh man, I'm done. Holy crap. Oh. I think that was 50. I think. That's easier with no weight, right? 129 beats, the max on that one. So 10 beats lower, hence no weight. That added 10 pounds, added an extra 10 beats. I always like to do stuff with weights, even if it's a little amount, right? Like adding a little weight to something makes you do the actual motion normally without the weights so much easier. See, that's how people need to exercise, like, right? They, you know, most people will, you know, just exercise really hard to get big and strong or lose weight or whatever, but it's kind of like the Bruce Lee type of thing. I read an article and watched a couple videos that he didn't want to like build a shit ton of muscle, but he just wanted to improve upon his fighting skills, right? Which basically the best way of saying this is like in my videos way back when I did the weighted mile walk, I'd do my walk with 10 pounds on my back, my normal 30-minute, you know, or 20 or 30-minute mile or whatever. Adding that 10 pounds, you would not believe how easy it is to walk, stand on one leg, whatever you want to do, help dance, whatever. You wouldn't believe how easy it is to actually do the walking because you don't have the weight on you then. So if you ever want to improve upon something, just walking in general, just get on a treadmill for 30 minutes, you know, 2.5, 3 mile an hour speed, somewhere right around there. My goal, my set was usually 2.7 speed. 2.7, 30 minutes, throw 10 pounds on your back. Do that for like 3 months. And then you'll notice every day when you're walking around, like at the store, in your house, or wherever you're moving, it's super easy. Like that itty bitty little 10 pounds makes you like almost float when you walk normally. It'll blow you away. It's quite amazing, right? Like if you want to be a better fighter, right? If you want to punch stronger, instead of sitting there busting your ass in the gym, when you do your punching exercises, put on weighted gloves. Put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pound weighted gloves. Box with the weighted gloves. Do that for a couple months, and then every time you box without the weights, you're adding that extra 5 pounds to your hit because you're assuming the 5 pounds is there then when you're boxing without the 5 pounds. So you're adding that much more punching power to it. So that's kind of how I started exercising to begin with. I just wanted to improve upon all my daily activities. I wanted to be able to carry, the average person should be able to carry, what, 20, 25 pounds, like 50 to 100 yards without too much of a hassle. From the smallest woman to the biggest guy, that's kind of like the average thing. I wanted to get to a point where I could carry 50 pounds the same amount of distance. So let me finish this last one here. All right, 98 beats. All right, set 8, final set. Bicycle kicks. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, fuck, here we go. think that was 60. $137. Add the 10 extra, 20 extra. Popped up 10 beats more. See what I mean? Okay. Done with abs. Alright. Alright, let's go on the other part over here and show you my show you the abs. And then, but that was the main reason why I wanted to work out, and initially, besides my health obviously, but how I wanted to work out. My goal wasn't to be the biggest, strongest dipshit in the room. I could give two shits about that. My goal was to, because if you think about it, right, like, I don't know if they've ever done studies on this, I'm sure they have, but like the average person, right, like from the 4 nothing woman, super skinny, to the, 8 nightmares, basically the average weight somebody should be able to carry, no matter the size, is, I'm guessing, like 20 pounds, 20, 50, 70, 80 yards, 100 yards, I don't know what it is, right? I'm guessing it's maybe 20, 25 pounds. I'm guessing like 30 to 50 yards if I were to really think about it. Because even a 4 nothing skinny woman should be able to grab 20 pounds and move it at least 30 yards, possibly 50. Right? Not dragging it, actually holding it in some fashion, even if they're like an inch off the ground and barely moving. But still should be able to, like grab a hold of it and physically move it without stopping and putting it down, is what I mean. And I wanted to get to that point where I was able to do that with 50 pounds, where I was able to grab a 50-pound weight and be able to walk at the same amount of distance as the person with the average, anyone with 20 pounds, which makes sense, like, and with ease, right? Like, be able to just grab it and walk to 50 yards, and then improve upon and walk, say, 100 yards too. Because if you're able to do that, then I mean you're strong enough to do basically damn near anything on the planet, right? Because you have the ability to grab at least double the weight an average person does, which means you are double as strong as the average human person. And again, I'm talking about the average, because the 8 nightmares and big monster people could grab 80 to 100 pounds and walk at 100 yards, right? But I'm talking about just like, because then I guess you would just narrow it down to the 4 nothings, to be perfectly honest. But there are still some, there are still quite a few people that are average size that can't lift shit, right? I've known a couple people in my lifetime that you think by looking at them they'd be able to, actually move just the average type amount of weight, right? But literally are just absolutely have zero fucking muscle strength at all. Like, you toss them a 15-pounder and it's like you threw a 100-pound weight at them, But that was my goal. Be able to grab 50 pounds, walk at 50 to 100 yards with ease on what an average person, basically the average human, is able to do. I'm guessing not like teen or anything. I'm guessing at like 25 to like 40 years old-ish, but then again in general as a whole, like 18 to 100 years old. Just basically look for the weakest person you can actually find out there, which is not necessarily true, because there could be somebody that actually looks like they could grab a weight just fine and probably can't. I don't know. I've just met some weak people that looks like they could actually carry a little weight and they can't. So, all right, shut up and show you the stats. Here we are. This is 8:11 in the morning on Tuesday. This is Tuesday abdominals. 205 active calories because they climbed up there because I was yakking my brains out. 45 minutes. This is Tuesday abdominals. That damn reflection there. So it's 8:12 in the morning, basically ending right about normal time. 206 active calories, Tuesday abdominals. 207 active calories. So I'm right on money. So I'm still gonna move around for a few minutes like I always do, but basically roughly about 20 minutes less than I normally am, ending right at basically the same time. How many times have I done that? Literally at 8:11, 8:12, 8:10 in the morning. I literally end like this time almost every damn time. So there it is. So today was Tuesday abdominals. Tomorrow's Wednesday shoulders, which is again easier because I'm sitting down and I am just moving, you know, the 10, 12, 15 pounds in a certain motion. So, and I'm only going to 15 pounds tomorrow. I'm gonna do 10, 12, 15, you know, front side rear, front side rear, front side rear. I do not know if I'm gonna do a capper on the end just because my oxygen is fucked. Like, it's totally fucked. Like, I wish I would got my iron before I did my legs, because my legs on Thursday, but no, I gotta go in after, so I go in around 1 o'clock on Thursday and get shot up with iron. So at least I'll have some iron in me for back day, but I notice it takes at least, I can feel it kicking in too. Like, again, how do you feel before, during, and after? Continually feel your body. How do you feel? Well, if you start paying attention to how your body feels, you can start feeling stuff you don't normally feel, right? Like, I can feel like when the iron's kicking in. It takes a couple days to actually start assimilating into my body, you know, and moving the oxygen around, right? I can feel the lymphatic fluid flowing under my skin, you know, I can feel stuff moving through my bowels, right? If you start paying attention, people don't pay attention, right? Pay attention. Feel. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? Don't listen to your body. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. How do you feel? Everything's done on feelings, right? Feelings. You know, the whole think, believe, and receive thing. Feelings. Everything's feeling, right? Energy, feeling. Feel your energy. How do you feel? Feel your aura. Feel your biofield. Feel everything. If you don't have to sit and fucking meditate on it. I'm not a meditator either. I wish I was, because that's a fantastic thing to do for anxiety and everything, but it's just about feeling, right? Feel. Just stop and feel it, right? I know it sounds weird, but if you actually start paying attention to how your body feels, you can actually start feeling stuff you don't normally feel. Everybody basically is numb to their own fucking body. Nobody has ever really paid attention to it, right? And everybody has the ability to pay attention to it. Doesn't mean you need a fucking nerve ending in the area to feel that area. You are made of energy. Your biofeel, everything. You're made of energy. It's just your tissues are vibrating at a high, super high frequency to where it feels solid, but you are still energy. Your body is energy. And you do not need a nerve ending in a specific spot to feel that area. So think about it. Pay attention to it. Feel. Don't listen to your stupid body. Feel your body. Whoever thought of listening to your body should be slapped stupid. Anyways, Tuesday ab day, tomorrow's Wednesday shoulder day, then Thursday leg day, and Friday back day. Other than that, I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday, and peace and love, y'all.